Hey, what's up guys? Houston here, and for those of you just finding my YouTube channel, welcome. Please remember to hit that subscribe button and that bell. Now, for those of you that's been supporting me, following me, salute. I really appreciate the support. Now, today's video, we're going to be talking about credit unions for bad credit. Okay? The reason we're talking about credit unions for bad credit, because some people may be in check systems, or some people have messed up their accounts and stuff, and so it's hard for them to get back into the banking system. So for those of you that are in check systems, I have a few banks that I'm going to share with you that's going to actually be able to help give you a second chance. All right? Now, some of these credit unions on this list, they do use check systems, all right? And so the reason that I'm bringing it up, because there's actually 3 systems when you're trying to apply for like credit cards and loans and stuff. The financial institutions, they may use one of these 3 systems. And like I said, the first one is check system. The second one is telecheck. And the third one is early warning system. Okay? So you may find it wise to just lock up those files and stuff like that as you're trying to apply for like loans and credit cards and everything. So that's just a brief synopsis of what may be happening, because I have heard from people that have been trying the Navy Federal trick to try to get higher limits or trying to get cards and stuff. There's 2 things that may be a factor to them. One, well, there's actually multiple things, but here's the thing about it. Some of these people are trying to get the credit cards and they're not members with Navy Federal. Okay, and I keep on making that, putting the emphasis on it. You should become a member of Navy Federal. And again, if you're not a member of Navy Federal and you're trying to figure out how to become a member and you don't have a family member that's military, then put a comment below and I'll send you the video so you can check out how I explain to do that. All right. Now, the second thing that's what's happening is that some of these people, they may be in check system, telecheck, or early warning system. They may have something in their file that's stopping them from being approved with Navy Federal. Okay, so that's the reason some of these people may be getting denied. And like I said, with Navy Federal itself, they do use check systems. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Now, that being said, let's jump into the first one. We're talking about the SECU of Maryland, okay? That's the State Employee Credit Union of Maryland. Now, here's the thing about it. The reason that I like them, like I said, now they're going to focus on your Equifax, for us pulling from your Equifax, and they're going to, you have a higher chance if you have at least a 690 credit score. Okay, the one thing I don't like about them is because I don't see, as I was doing my research, they don't have any balance transfer credit cards. Okay, and the reason I like looking for credit unions that offer balance transfer credit cards is because I want to show you all a strategy of how to be able to get interest-free loans. So that's the reason. Like I said, they are a good credit union. A lot of people like them and everything. They do give high limits and stuff like that. But as I was searching, they don't have a balance transfer credit card that charges 0 interest. Okay, and that's what I like to focus on. And so most of these here banks that these credit unions I'm gonna tell you about, they actually are going to have those balance transfer credit cards with at least 12 months of interest. Maybe one on here probably give you 6 months, but most of them is 12 months. All right, so that's the first one. The next one is DCU, and that's Digital Credit Union. Okay, now with Digital Credit Union, they have a balance transfer credit card of for 6 months. All right, but here's the thing about it, why I like Digital Credit Union, is because if you have bad credit, then what they do, they factor in other things that can help you get qualified for a personal loan. right? So they're not factoring always about your personal credit. They're looking at everything like your income, your DTI. So those are things to see actually, can you actually afford to pay back the loan, right? So that's the reason I like DCU, is because if one side of it doesn't fit you, they find something else. And like, some people have their ups and downs and opinions about them, but a lot of people really like them because they offer bad credit loans, okay? But again, you have to be a member. So let me tell you how to become a member. Also, with the State Employee Credit Union, their membership, I think, is between $5 and $10. But at the same time, if you join their SECU association, so they're open to everybody. As a matter of fact, the majority of these credit unions I'm talking about, they're open to everybody. So that's the reason that I'm choosing them. So if you have bad credit and you don't like your bank, or you're trying to find a place that's going to give you some leverage, then these credit unions I would suggest that you check out, okay? Now, with DCU Digital Credit Union, how do you join them? The way that you join them, they have a reach out for school. Okay, reach out for school. That's one way that you can join DCU. Now, in terms of what they're going to pull your Equifax. Now, in terms of like their credit scores, you're probably going to be looking at maybe about a 660. All right. Again, like I said, with DCU, if you get in, if you have bad credit, but you have like high income, just like with Navy Federal, with a client I was telling you about that had success, and she had a 580. With DCU, if you're trying to get a personal loan and you have bad credit and stuff, they may not even focus on a bad credit. They may be focused on your income. All right. So that's the reason that I like them. All right. Now, you guys, y'all have to excuse me because it's been a long day. I've been talking to a lot of people and stuff, so I'm kind of drained and steady, just pumping and going to the gym 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. So I'm trying to do all these things, so I'm a little drained. But again, I want to show you all this method, so please bear with me, okay? Now, here's something that you like I said, they have the balance transfer card for 6 months with 0 interest. All right. Now, like I said, they're good on the personal side if you're trying to get a personal loan and you have bad credit. All right. In terms of leveraging their 6 months 0 interest and stuff, I think we can do better. All right. So just stick with me. Now, here's one. First Tech. Okay. Now, in terms of First Tech, here's the thing about it. They'll pull from your Experian, all right, and 630 credit score. So again, it lowers your threshold, but at the same time gives you opportunity. And they do have a credit card for 12 months, 0 interest for 12 months, okay? This is the type of financial institution that you really want to look at, because if they offer credit cards for 0 interest for 12 months, that's an interest-free loan that you can leverage, and we're going to talk about that strategy. Just bear with me a few minutes, okay? Now, in terms of what's happening and how to join, they have a program called Financial Fitness, okay? So with their Financial Fitness, you can join. Anybody can join. I think it's like maybe $5 or $10, so it doesn't cost a lot to join or whatever. But again, this is a credit union you can join, and you're able to start building up your credit. Plus, if you're able to qualify for this balance transfer credit card with 0 interest, you got a free interest loan. All right. So that's the reason that this is up here. Now, here's one that's really trying to dethrone Navy Federal, Alliant Credit Union. They're really going after Navy Federal, okay? Now, with Alliant Credit Union, they're TransUnion. They do a soft pull, okay? So meaning that they don't put a hard inquiry on your credit and everything like that, all right? So average credit score is about a 690, and they have a 12-month zero interest credit card. So if you're trying to do a balance transfer, all right, or if you're trying to make a purchase, a large purchase and stuff, I don't know, they may offer you a check. So say that you get the credit card for about $15,000, right? And they said, well, we're not going to charge you interest on that $15,000. And I've seen people do it. They send you out a check. You take the check, you deposit it into the bank, and use that $15,000 to pay down on a piece of real estate or something like that. Or you do something even better. You take that check, that $15,000 check with zero interest. Okay. Now, of course, that's going to push your DTI up, your debt to income ratio, because you're taking all the money off of the car. But here's the thing. If you transfer the money, take that money, open up your business bank account, deposit that money into your business bank account, and just leave it there for at least 90 days, or 10,000 of it, and leave it there for at least 90 days, okay? This is going to help your business credit rating. Gotcha, didn't I? Because most people never ever heard of that. But at the same time, again, I'm always looking out for you guys. So showing you the right strategies and what to do and how to be able not only to just work with your personal credit, but to build up the business credit, because that's where you want to end up, on the business credit side. So that way, when you get qualified for business credit cards, those business credit cards, if you max them out, then it doesn't affect your DTI on the personal side. So say that you open up the business bank account, deposit that $10,000 of the personal credit card into your business bank account, and then that helps you get qualified for a $25,000 business credit card. Now you take $10,000 of that business credit card, you pay back the credit card loan, okay? So now you just recycle the money, your credit score goes up, and now you're able to apply for more credit cards because you have a lower DTI, right? Or you even max out that $25,000 business credit card to pay down your credit cards and stuff on the personal side, so that you can apply for more business credit cards. So this is strategy that I'm always trying to encourage you guys. It's all about strategy, all right? So now, how do you join them, okay? They have how do you join Alliant Credit Union? It's through foster care. Foster care to success. Okay? So they have, if you, I think it's $10, $15 or something. Now, some of these credit unions, that's the organization. You may pay $10 or $15 to join the organization, then another $5 to open up a savings account. Okay, so it doesn't cost a lot. All right, but again, some of these credit unions, they are check systems. All right, but like I told you, I have a few banks that if you in check system, these banks will give you a second chance. So don't worry about it. I got you covered. All right. Now, let's talk about PenFed. Okay. Now, here's the thing about PenFed. We know there's the triple threat, right? There's Navy Fed, PenFed, and USAA. That's the triple threat. If you get all three of those, and actually I just talked to a gentleman that has all three of those, and it shocked me. It shocked me, and he's not even military, but he did leverage his family military, and I thought it was so cool because he has the triple threat. And because if he has PenFed, Navy Fed, and USAA, and because they give higher limits on credit cards and stuff like that, the game is over. All you have to do is build up your credit and everything and apply for those high limit credit cards. Trust me, the game is over because you'll always have capital, especially now with PenFed as well as USAA. They don't offer business accounts, but Navy Federal do. Okay, so again, he's still in the game. That's the thing about it, trying to encourage people to at least get in the game. So that's the reason I'm trying to find credit unions that people, if you have bad credit, you may not qualify for Navy Federal. But at the same time, if you're able to get into PenFed, as a matter of fact, PenFed, if you have a bad credit, they do have, you still may be able to have a better opportunity with PenFed to get a personal loan, even with a bad credit. So they're a little more flexible, right? So they're a little more flexible because it doesn't take that much to get in them. You don't have to be in the military to get into PenFed. As a matter of fact, how do you join PenFed? The best way to join PenFed is like this, okay? They have the National Military Family, okay, Association. That's the way to get into PenFed. So if you want to join PenFed, like I said, and they have high balance transfer cards, and theirs offer 12 months as well. Okay, so there we go. We going back to this interest-free loan money. This is where we want to be at. We want to always focus on the financial institutions that we can leverage to get the interest-free loan money, so that way we can continue building up our cash reserves for our investments and everything. So that's the reason that PenFed is definitely on the list. Now, let's talk about one. Now, here, oh yeah, another thing about PenFed, guys, I forgot to tell you. With PenFed, they don't use check systems. Okay? How about that? So if you're in check systems and you can't get into Navy Fed or USA, one of the other triple threats, then try PenFed, because they don't use check systems. Okay? So that's the reason that I put this on the list, because I knew that this is something that will help you out as well. All right? Now, here's one that we are all familiar with, and right now everybody's fighting, even fighting their mama to get in, and that's Navy Fed. But again, because it's military, right? So anybody and everybody can't join unless you know somebody that's in the military. And like I said, if you put a comment below that you want to see the video how I explain how to get into Navy Fed if you're not military and stuff, then put a comment below. All right, and if you like the videos I'm putting out, let me know. Give me a thumbs up. Please share the information and stuff, because I'm trying to look out for you guys. But these are the top credit unions for bad credit, okay? And these are the ways to actually join those credit unions, right? So there's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. Just do everything that I tell you in the video so that you can become a member of some of these credit unions. Like I said, they may not be Navy Federal, but at the same time, they may offer you even better accommodations. And like I said, the two that are really trying to dethrone Navy Federal right now is Alliant and State Employee Credit Union. They're trying to dethrone Navy Federal. So I don't know what they're going to come up with, but definitely they're aiming. So if you're able to get into these two here, hey, you're in a win-win situation. And again, like I said, with PenFed, no check systems, all right? Now, like I told you, for those of you that are in check systems, here's some financial institutions you can check out that will give you a second chance. The first one, Wells Fargo, okay? Wells Fargo. The second one is BBVA, all right? Now, I really like BBVA. Because they're good on the personal side as well as the business side. And like I said, they give you second chance accounts. All right, so you can get a second chance account plus open up a business bank account with them as well. Like I said, you can do the same thing with Wells Fargo. And then if you just want to use your app or whatever, here's Chime. Okay, So Chime will help you with your bank. And as a matter of fact, with Chime, they just announced that they're able to help you get your paycheck 2 days earlier. Okay? So hey, instead of waiting that full, 15 days, you get your paycheck 2 days earlier using Chime. There's another financial institution that announced they're going to start doing that as well, so you'll get your paycheck much sooner. Okay, I forget the name of it, but I'll think of it and I'll share it with the group. But at the same time, these are the credit unions for bad credit. Again, now you know how to join them. You know what it is you need. And again, some of these credit unions, it may not be this 690. Some of them may be a lower threshold, like I said. With First Tech is a 630. You know, so once you get in and stuff like that, but remember, if you have bad credit, use the strategy I told you. If they have a business bank account as well, you open up the personal account, you open up the business bank account, you open up the security card. You put money on the security card, take the money, transfer the money from the security card to the personal account, and transfer the money from the personal account to the business account to help with the activity on the account. So if you have bad credit, follow that strategy. If you want a consultation, click the link below, click the link and check me out. Look for and sign up for a consultation. Sorry about it, guys. Like I said, long day, but I definitely wanted to give this to you. So this is Houston with Three-Way Funding. I do appreciate your time, and I'll see you in the next video.